Dear students, today we will discuss something about Williamson's utility maximization theory. Williamson has developed managerial utility maximization theory as against profit maximization. It is also known as the managerial discretion theory. Here more importance is given to manager rather than owners of the firm. In large modern firms, shareholders and managers are two separate groups. The shareholders want the maximum return on their investment and hence the maximization of profits. The managers, on the other hand, have consideration other than profit maximization in their utility functions. According to Williamson, managerial utility function may be expressed as follows: U is equals to F of S M I D. It will be read managerial utility is a function of additional expenditure on staff, managerial emoluments, and discretionary investment. Here, U is equals to managerial utility. S is equals to additional expenditure on staff. M is equals to managerial emoluments and ID is equals to discretionary investment. The manager is expected to follow policies which maximize following components of his utility function. First one, expansion of staff. The manager will like to increase quality and number of staff reporting to him. So expansion of staff is the main goal of manager. And second one is increase in managerial emoluments. Managerial utility also depends on managerial emoluments. It includes facilities like entertainment allowance, luxurious office, staff, car, company phone, etc. So manager he wants more and more facilities. So this is another important component of this function. Third one is discretionary power of investment. Managerial utility also depends on the discretion of the manager to undertake investment beyond those required for normal operations. The manager is in a position to invest in advanced technology and modern plants. So this is another important component of utility function. Further, Williamson regards price, that is P, as a function of output, that is X, expenditure on staff, that is S, and the state of environment, which he calls a demand shift parameter, that is E, so that P is equals to function of X, S, E. In order to formalize his model, Williamson introduces four different types of profits: actual profit, reported profit, minimum required profit, and discretionary profit, denoting R is equals to revenue, C is equals to total production costs, and T is equals to taxes. Then actual profit is equals to pi A is equals to R minus C minus S. If the amounts of managerial slack or emoluments are deducted from the actual profits, we get reported profit. That is pi R is equals to pi A is equals to M is equals to R minus C minus S minus M. The minimum required profits RO are the lowest level of profits after paying taxes which the shareholders must receive in order to hold shares of the firm. Since discretionary profit D are what remains with the manager after paying taxes and dividends to shareholders, therefore D is equals to pi R minus pi O minus T. To explain Williamson's utility maximization model diagrammatically, it is assumed for the sake of simplicity that U is equals to F of S D, so that discretionary profit D are measured along the vertical axis and staff expenditure S on the horizontal axis in the below mentioned figure. FC is the feasibility curve showing the combinations of D and S available to the manager. It is also known as the profit staff curve. UU1 and UU2 are the indifference curves of the manager which show the combination of D and S. To begin, as we move along the profit staff curve from point F upwards, both profits and staff expenditures increases till point O. P is reached. P is the profit maximization point for the firm, where SP is the maximum profit levels when OS staff expenditures are incurred. But the equilibrium of the firm takes place when the manager chooses the tangency point M, where his highest possible utility function UU2 and the feasibility curve FC touch each other. Here the manager's utility is maximized. The discretionary profit OD is equals to S1 M or less than the profit maximization profits, that is SP, but the staff emoluments OS are maximized. However, Williamson points out that factors like taxes, changes in business conditions, etc., by affecting the feasibility curve can shift the optimum tangency point like M in the figure. Similarly, factors like changes in the staff emoluments, profits of stockholders, etc., by changing the shape of the utility function will shift the optimum position. Now, let us discuss uh, critically about this theory. No doubt, this theory is superior to uh, previous models of profit maximization. But still, this theory is not free from criticisms. Now, let us discuss something about various criticisms leveled against this theory. First one is, he does not clarify the basis of the derivation of his feasibility curve. In particular, he fails to indicate the constraint in the profit staff relation as shown by the shape of the feasibility curve. So this is the first limitation of this model. And second one is, he lumps together staff and managers emoluments in the utility curve. This mixing up of non-pecuniary and pecuniary benefits of the manager makes the utility function ambiguous. It is more confusing one. And third one is, this theory does not deal with oligopolistic interdependence and of oligopolistic rivalry. So this is another limitation of this theory. And the fourth one is, According to Hawkins, most economists are reluctant to pursue Williamson's utility maximization theory due to the knowledge that so many factors, example, profit, sales, output, growth, number of staff and expenditure on flush offices and cars are likely to give utility to people in industry that they shall end up with a model incapable of yielding any definite results. I mean, it is totally confusing one. Lot of complexities are there in this model. At last, Williamson's managerial discretion theory shows the utility function of a manager. In this theory, the firm will try to get maximum returns or maximum profit, whereas manager try to maximum utility satisfying function. They are in equilibrium when the utility has a maximum amount. Thank you for listening.